How do you see a Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight playing out?
Honestly, that might be one that I gotta watch like right before I go to sleep because that might be a Snore-Fest. That's a situation where you got one wild character against another wild character, but on two different ends of the spectrum. Wilder's wild when he gets somebody hurt, and Tyson Fury just does some things that a guy 6'10", 6'9", whatever he is, shouldn't be doing. It just doesn't look right. But at the same time, it might be it might be by far one of the worst things that ever happens to heavyweight boxing. But we won't know till we see it. Tyson Fury, like you said, is very unorthodox, and at the same time, Wilder is very unorthodox when he gets the guy hurt. So, I can't say, but it's not one of those ones that I'm sitting at the edge of my seat waiting to see get announced. That's for sure.
How do you feel just in general about the heavyweight division? I mean, I know when you fought Anthony Joshua, things were really kind of starting to turn around for the heavyweight division. They were really starting to kick off and pop. And now it seems like the heavyweight division is back to its glory days where there's all these fights, there's all these names. I mean, you just had, Derek Chisora and Carlos Takam fight a hell of a fight. Even Dillian Whyte and Joseph Parker's fight. I mean, that was fun. Are you sensing the resurgence of the heavyweight division?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was told before in the past when I first started boxing, Tommy Brooks, the trainer, probably a Hall of Fame trainer now, I'm sure, but he worked with some greats back in the day, Tyson, Holyfield, Riddick Bowe. He said that boxing is never going to be the same unless the heavyweight division resurrects itself. And I think that's exactly what we're doing. Is it back to the Tyson Holyfield days, the Riddick Bowe days, Larry Lewis? I don't think so. But it definitely has got the potential of getting back there. There's some big fights that are being made. It's definitely become more exciting, and the heavyweight game is definitely back on top. And I'm glad to be part of it because I've had some fights before in the past, and we've got some fights hopefully lining up here in the near future. But it's not going to get to its potential. It's not going to explode the way it needs to explode until you get the number one guy fighting the number two guy, and so forth. For example, the last couple of interviews I've done in the past, they asked me, when are you fighting? Who are you fighting? And I said, if you leave it up to me, I want to fight the guy who stands in the way for me getting the title. Right now, Wilder doesn't want to fight me. And this is before everything got calmed down and the situation has been, given a resolution. But Dillian Whyte was a WBC silver heavyweight champ, and I was a WBC mandatory. And they were saying that, it wasn't fair that because he was the number one and I was the number two, it should be in the reverse. I said, that's fine. Me and Dillian Whyte, we'll get in the ring and rock and roll because that's what the people want to see, and that's the kind of person that I am. I want to please the fan. I want to make sure that at the end of the day, after each one of my fights, nobody's booing because I just fought some guy who learned how to box yesterday. I want to fight the best of the best. That way I can go down and be known as one of the best heavyweights to ever compete in the game.
Have you heard? Has there been any movement on the possibility of you facing Dillian Whyte? I mean, I think that'd be a great fight.
I think it'll be a great fight. The issue has been brought up. It's a situation where Dillian Whyte doesn't want to lose his WBC silver medal because he has now been appointed the second mandatory behind me as the WBC mandatory. So it's kind of like there's a lot more to lose for the both of us than there would be for the one the one victorious one.
Is that a fight that? I mean, obviously, they'll probably want it over in the UK. Is that a fight that you'd be willing to try? I know you've traveled in the past before, but would you do it again?
Oh, yeah, definitely, without a doubt. Without a doubt.